up in a few jackets and some overalls, and we're going to head out to the barn for our barn check. So I am in the first barn where we don't have any pregnant does, so we're not going to have to check anybody here. But we do have some girls in here who are just here because either they are some of our older does. That's Zelina. She is 12, so she's in here because she needs a place to stay. So we're all bundled up in this barn, but we're going to head out to the big barn through our 8 or 9 inches of snow to make it out to the big barn to check on our Alpine herd. So Coulter and Graydon have made it out to get some of, and Ashton have made it out to get some of the morning's stuff done out here in the barns. With these temperatures and snow, it certainly made it a little bit harder, but you can see we've got some of our tracks already out here where people have been. Good morning. It is a little difficult to breathe out here. It's just very cold. I've also been out here for about a half hour, so that's not fun. And walking through this is very not ideal. So that's fun. Things are just moving a little bit slower this morning. It is pretty though, which is nice. And our dogs certainly love it. They love the snow. You can see they've got a lovely trail that they've been moving back and forth on. And then they'll have a few spots out in the field that they've run across. But they love the snow. They're very well equipped for it. Me, on the other hand, less well equipped and less a fan. Oh my gosh, guys. Walking through here is no fun. Okay, looks like we had to go up there to check that feeder. We're almost there. So let's see, do we have... Oh yeah, all the girls are locked in the barn because we didn't want any of the snow going indoors, because at this point they are a little bit more susceptible to pneumonia, and we really don't want them to get wet and have any increased chance. My gosh, so much easier to walk once you get into the barn and there's not snow. Alrighty, so here are our girls. Hello. We are, what, 5 days away from kidding season? Something like that. What is today? Today's Monday. So I guess maybe we're a full week. Next Monday is when we're expecting things to start. So we're a week from kidding season. So crazy times, guys. We are getting to the point where at this point, if we started seeing does go early, there's a decent chance that we would still be able to have live kids. All right. Hey, sweetie, I need your head out of there so I can sneak in. Okay, there we go. So I'm now in with our girls, and here's tea time. She put her head through the fence to say hi to me, and now she's just going to leave it there because I'm getting her butt scratches, which is what she really wants. But here are the girls. As you can see, all of our doors are closed to keep them indoors. And we do have some windows cracked, and then we have the barn door down there open just a bit because we don't want any snow in here, even though we did get a little bit of snow. Not a lot, just a little bit came in under the door and stuff. And that's going to keep it much, much warmer in here. It's really not bad at all. Today is day 2, and so we don't really have, it's still quite fresh in here, quite nice. It smells like fresh straw and hay. By the time we get to about a week, we'll just continue putting more bedding down if we're not able to clean the stalls, because again, we do not want them to have any extra moisture that's not needed. And so we'll make sure there's always dry bedding on the ground. So we'll just keep putting it down, but it will start to smell a little bit in here if we're not able to do the stalls for a week. Hopefully that won't be an issue, and we'll be able to get the stalls done pretty regularly with the tractor, which will allow us to keep things moving forward. That's our goal, but it's not always how goals and reality don't always align. Good morning. So we've got Zetra over here, and here's a window that's open, you can see. We've got Zetra here, standing underneath the window. She may be a little bit toasty right now and wanted some fresh air, so she's over here by the window. But she's a good girl. Oh, what are we cranky about? Okay. And then we've got tea time, of course. Here's Farley. We've got Yay, Flower, Sesame, Plaza, Theology, Hepra. Xandra was the one that I told you guys was having just a little bit of trouble standing and walking around. This is her here. She is looking completely normal at this point. I watched her walk around. She's able to get up. She's able to go down. Good news, she is doing the little pregnancy squat where she has to, get up and go down a little bit slower than normal. She is starting to bag up just a little bit, so that's interesting and good to note. Oh, sorry, girl. Hand almost stepped on you. So you can see she's bagging up. She's starting to fill up. So there's that as well. So the other day she was having trouble walking and standing up. I'm guessing what was happening was the baby's shifted. Maybe she slept on her side a little funny, and a baby was pinching a nerve and making her, specifically I think it was her back right leg, a little bit weak and a little bit glitchy. And so at this point, she is walking on it just fine. She's walking, like she's 5 months pregnant, which she is. So that's good to see. But had that continued, we would have watched her a little bit more closely to see if anything else was up. Kathy says, good morning. Lots of snow in New York. I can imagine. Yeah, there's lots of snow everywhere. Am I right? We only got 8 or 9 inches, which to me is good. I did not want any more. I would have been happy with none, but that's not quite how it works, They're very missable, aren't they? Here's Faya. So I always like to mention Faya, don't I? Don't I, Faya? Well, you'll notice a lot of the same girls are always hanging around me. Like, tea time will follow me around the whole pen. She'll just follow around and say hi. That's my jacket, Theology. Thank you very much. Thank you. Faya likes to come say hi a lot, but Faya is a little bit temperamental. Sometimes she's happy, sometimes she's cranky. You just never quite know with her. I am very late to get out here to the barns this morning. Lots of other things took my attention and just getting everything done. So very late to get out to the barn. So I'm not surprised that she is in a much better mood. She's wanting to come say hi. She's wanting face scratches. Of course, once I give her some face scratches, then tea time needs some, and then Faya's going to get jealous. So Faya has very expressive ears. So she likes to use her ears to kind of tell everybody how she's feeling all the time. So the ears that are pointed right back like this means she's getting fed up with somebody at tea time. Probably me too, a little bit. Fahrenheit, it is 10 degrees out. It is 10 degrees right now. So Not too problematic. Certainly could be worse, but also not anywhere near getting anything thawed out. So I'm very glad to have good, strong barns that we can have all these girls in. And then all these girls are supposed to, we'll see if it actually happens with the snow, but they're supposed to move to the other barn. Oh my gosh. It's 77 in Southeast Florida right now. Oh, that's where I want to be. 77, playing frisbee, sunshine. Yes, please. But I guess we'll stick with bundled up in as many coats and stuff as I own and standing in a warm barn with 40 pregnant goats, right? That one works too. It's 11 degrees there, yeah. Yep, so it's cold everywhere except Florida. So that's where some of the other family is. They're down south right now. So they're on a little bit of a vacation trip. So they're missing the snowfall. They'll be here for the snow because it won't be gone by the time they're back. But we try and take some of our vacations in January because that's when we don't have, hey, behave you two, stop. When we don't have as much work to do, in the sense that the goats are dry, so we're only hand milking a few goats, and we don't have kids yet, so we don't have to be bottle feeding babies. So different things like that, where it offers us the opportunity to take some much appreciated time off. Much appreciated time off. So Ashton and I spent we spent the whole weekend here at the farm, as did some of my other siblings and their families, because we wanted to make sure that we could take good care of the goats. We didn't want anything to go wrong and us not to be able to get here. And we didn't want to get snowed out of the farm. We'd rather get snowed into the farm. So we did pretty much get snowed in. Not that we couldn't have gotten out if we needed to, but our town was under red alert, which means that only essential cars were supposed to be on the road. Not that we would have counted as essential in the sense that the goats need to get fed and watered to survive. But still, that's my point, just being the roads were not in great condition for a while there. But we should